Thank you for choosing the SNL Fan Podcast, and I'm your host, just some guy named Jay. And in this installment of the SNL Fan Podcast, basically what I want to talk about is strange and weird cast members throughout the history. But before I do that, I want to give a quick announcement, ACM Records is looking for individuals to join the street team. ACM Records is a large independent record label that has multiple artists from all different types of genres of music, ranging from R&B, salsa, hip hop, classical, rock, industrial metal, just pop, just all types of genres of music, and they're looking for people to join the street team. If you are listening to this podcast and you may be interested in joining the street team, you can click the link in the information box below, and to give you more information on that. All right, again, that's ACM Records, and check it out. Okay, now let me get into this podcast. Weird cast members, and when I say weird, I'm going from things that I may have read, things I might have picked up on my own, and also kind of just judging by the sketches that they do too, kind of. So it's a really personal life and them being a performer as well. The strange sketch concepts and things like that. I first want to start off with Mr. Michael Donohue. And this isn't a list going from who's the weirdest to the non-weirdest, but I mean, I'm just throwing some names out there just to give my own opinion, and maybe some of you might have same or different opinion, or want to add somebody to the list. But I just want to kick it off with Michael O'Donohue. He writes some pretty weird sketches. That, I mean, the concepts that he comes up with are kind of bizarre. Not saying that they're not funny or anything. It's just, he's out there, Dan Aykroyd, as a performer, he seems pretty, regular. But I heard he believes in UFOs and supernaturals and things like that. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. But Dan Aykroyd, he's pretty cool though. Not that I've met him, but I'm just saying based on what little I know. But I guess he does believe in. I guess everybody kind of has those kind of, different kind of things. I mean, hey, who knows? There might be, aliens and Martians and, whatever, El Salvador, whatever the country, space things they come from, it might actually exist. Let's see, Harry Shearer. I don't know if he was weird or not, but he couldn't get along with Lorn Michaels, and couldn't get along with Dick Eborsole. So I mean, what's going on with him? I mean, why do he have beef with everybody? Beef with the executive producers. I mean, it's not your show, man. You can't do it the way you want to do it, man. I mean, you have your ideas, but you can't, give your suggestions, play your part and keep it moving. Eddie Murphy. I don't know. I've heard that people kind of describe him as being an eccentric, kind of a weird, kind of odd kind of guy. But I mean, who knows for sure? I mean, the things pop up and you read things, but there's no kind of empirical evidence that I've seen myself that I would, that would link him to make me think that something's weird about him or anything. So I honestly don't know. Gilbert Gottfried, I think it's more of an act more than who he's probably a normal, regular guy, but his stand-up persona, seems to kind of be a little strange. And plus, he did kind of weird things when he was on Saturday Night Live for those 14 episodes as a cast member, or however long he was on. What do you think about Rich Hall? Rich Hall, he seemed kind of be the odd guy in that Billy Crystal and Martin Short cast. I don't know, he might not have been, but I don't know, he seemed like he was trying to do some different kind of things a little bit. Randy Quaid. I don't need to say anything else about that. Randy Quaid. Victoria, well, actually, going back to Randy Quaid, I mean, I don't know, something must have happened to him. Because of things that he's doing in the things about him in the news and the weird things going on. I mean, I don't know, something he must have went through something, because I believe some people earn the right to be crazy. You know, if they weren't crazy at first and then they go through something traumatic, I guess, you know, hey, if you're going to be crazy, hey, you've earned it. But I really don't know for sure. But if you guys have any suggestions or anything, hey, feel free to post your comments in the comment section. That's why I do these things, so we can, you know, talk. Victoria Jackson, she's pretty weird to me. Her interviews, every time you put a mic to her, she just always has something far out to say. You know, Victoria Jackson's one of those people that every time she just talks, I just want to, right, yeah, okay. She seems to be kind of strange, you know. Nora MacDonald, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you know. I don't know if it's weird or strange is the word, but it's more. I guess he marches to his own drum beat, you know. Chris Elliott. Chris Elliott definitely has a touch of weirdness to him, you know. Especially the kind of things that he does in his comedy. Will Ferrell, yeah, he's got to be. Well, you know, he seems like a pretty normal guy in interviews and things like that, but you know, he has to be kind of like when he's performing, you know, he's kind of over the top with it sometimes. You know, kind of funny, strange, funny. You know, not necessarily always funny, haha, but kind of funny, strange with it. You know, Chris Kattan, that boy ain't right. Tracy Morgan, I guess he goes on the list too, because he seems like something's missing with him. You know, I who knows personally, I don't know. And it might just be an act, but I mean, because a lot of these guys, this might just be an act. You know, they are comedians, they are entertainers. So I mean, you know, they're probably the most normal, boring people that you'd ever meet. But I don't know, Tracy Morgan, he seems a bit eccentric. You know, and it's and not just because he has sharks in his fish tank either. Molly Shannon, she seems kind of weird to me a little bit too. Like kind of, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. She seems like a prankster or something, or somebody that would do something, like play a prank on you or something. She seems like that kind of person. I don't know. She just gives me that. Fred Armisen. Yeah, Fred Armisen goes in this list. And if I didn't, you know, his ex-wife, one of his ex-wives will definitely say he belongs there, because that's what they all say about him. You know, he's kind of weird. He's weird. You know, because he does have kind of bizarre kind of sketch ideas too. Will Forte. I think he's just a guy that plays weird. He might not actually be a weird guy. Same thing with Andy Samberg. I think his weirdness is kind of a you know, kind of a premeditated, rehearsed, you know, they thought about it and wrote it down in advance and said, you know what, I'm gonna be weird today. You know, they're probably just straight edge, normal guys. You know, who else do I think might be weird? That's all I can think of for now. You know, if you guys can think of some weird cast members or weird things some cast members have done, feel free to post in the comment section below. You know, definitely interested in hearing what you guys have to say. But yeah, that's my list of weird, kind of strange cast members for one reason or another. You know, but hey, this is not taking away from their talent or not taking away from who they are as people. You know, I'm pretty sure all these people are either great or, and as far as talent, all of them are talented. Even Victoria Jackson. You know, I know people like to, you know, throw Victoria Jackson under the bus saying she wasn't that funny. That's just in comparison to Nora, Dunn, and Jan Hooks. You know, Victoria Jackson is not that bad, you know. But yeah, I just thought I'd do something different, you know, see what you all have to say. That's all I have to say for now. I'm just some guy named Jay. And again, also, if you're interested in joining the street team for ACM Records, check the link in the information box below. And that's it. I am out of here.